ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतंगमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुड मॉर्निंग। Please see page number 71, the second quote in the page. Three things are necessary to make every man great, every nation great. First, conviction of the powers of goodness. Second, absence of jealousy and suspicion. Third, helping all who are trying to be and do good. So, for a nation to progress, or for an individual to progress, these are the three things that are required. First, conviction of the powers of goodness. Second, absence of jealousy and suspicion. Third, helping all who are trying to be and do good. So it's very important. There are negative forces and there are positive forces in our society. But if we are a responsible citizen of the country, we need to give a support to the positive forces. We need to give a word of encouragement. Otherwise, why people would do if they don't get any encouragement? They get demoralized after some time. We all know it's very difficult to do good in this world. It's not easy to do good. There will be so many challenges, so many opposing currents will be there. But you need to have a lot of strength. Individuals will get that strength if there is some support and encouragement from people around. So if we can't do good directly, at least those people who are trying to do good are trying to be good, and we need to give at least a word of encouragement. You are good, you are noble, go ahead, become better. That kind of praise, that kind of appreciation will give them more courage, will give them more confidence, will give them more strength to move ahead on their path. Absence of jealousy and suspicion is very important, particularly for Indians. If somebody comes up in life, we should not feel jealous of the individual. We should actually congratulate rather the individuals. Maybe because of population pressure or because we were under slavery for so many years, we don't know. But somehow, this jealousy actually has crept into our national psyche, as it were. You go to countries like America, they don't have absolutely no jealousy. If somebody comes up in life, they wholeheartedly they congratulate the individual. This is a very important quality that we need to cultivate. If somebody else comes up in life, do you feel happy or you feel jealous of the individual? Right? So this is one thing we need to cultivate, absence of jealousy and suspicion. So most of the times, what we do is, we can't bear if somebody comes up in life. That is actually jealousy or envy. It is not good for us also. Because that is a negative emotion. Jealousy shoots at others and kills self. There is statement at Khalil Gibran. These are all the negative emotions which we need to conquer. Though we are very intelligent as a race, I want to tell you, okay, a lot of our psychic energy goes a waste because we find it very difficult to mingle with others, find it difficult to get along with others. To work in a team, individually we are all geniuses, no doubt. But to work in a team, we find it very difficult because everybody exerts himself or herself. Swami Vivekananda, he said, after coming back from America, I think in America only, he said, somebody asked Swamiji, then he said as a reply, I fell in love with. So you won't marry, something like that, somebody had asked. Swamiji said, no, I already fell in love with. What are you fell in love with? He said, I fell in love with organization, he said. He was so fascinated by team effort. Individually, how much you can do, you cannot do much. Right? When you start an organization, a group of people can come together. Using that organization, they can do a lot to the society. For example, here is a center, Ramakrishna Math Hyderabad Center. We are around 12 people, that's all. We 12 people are running this center. Okay? Individually, suppose all the 12 people are separated individually, we won't be able to do anything to the society because we 12 have come together. So much of work we are able to do, so much of service we are able to do to the society. For that, actually, the 12 have to stay together. And for that, there should be a leader, a team leader, and we have to pay allegiance to that leader, show obedience to that leader, right? Now, everybody, I only want to be leader if it's not possible. So, the team effort, Sangachadvam, as a Sangha, as a group, you can turn out more work than individually. And that's why Swamiji said that I fell in love with the organization. He could clearly find the difference between the East and the West, difference between India and America. They are progressing so fast because they work as a team. In India, everybody is such a genius that we don't come together. 3 people cannot work together in India, Swamiji said. ముగ్గురు కలిసి పని చేయలేరు దేశంలో, అదొక సమస్య అన్నాడు. It's continuous morals even now. Here actually, as soon as we go there in America, because there is a right work ecosystem. If you have genius, if you are capable of working hard, if you have the talent to innovate something new, they encourage. You find encouragement there. Then automatically people will grow. You see, most of the companies today are headed by Indians. Can we imagine the same in India? So I started a company. I allow you to become the CEO? And the people who have founded the company, they have stepped aside, and somebody who is really working hard for the company, who has the zeal, who has the genius, who has the talent, they allow them to become the CEOs. That's why some of our Indians are heading the big companies in America today, because there they recognize the talent and the genius and the hardworking ability of the individual. But in India, why don't have the same ecosystem here, work ecosystem? We need to create. So we have to learn something from them. Swamiji said, with all my love for India, we have to learn so much from the West, he said. I love my country, I love my motherland, but we have to learn so much. We have so much good about us. But at the same time, in certain things, actually, we need to learn from them. Among the things that we can learn from the West, the most important thing is this team effort, team spirit. They can work as a team, but in India we find it difficult to work in a team because everybody asserts himself or herself, say that my read should run supreme, my opinions, my judgments, my understanding only actually is understanding. So you can't accommodate others, you can't take others along with you, and in the process, team gets disintegrated in no time. అందరూ బయటకు వచ్చేస్తారు, ఇంకా మొత్తం everything comes to a standstill. So effort and few people coming together and forming into an organization and then doing service to the society is much easier. And the first thing that he said is conviction of the powers of goodness. When you do good, good will happen to you. When I do good, good will happen to me. That kind of conviction you need to have. But today, if you just look at our society, people don't seem to be convinced with this idea that if I really do good, good will happen to me. It will definitely happen. But you need to have patience. If you expect immediate results, you may not get. But no work, okay, no good work done will ever go in vain. It will come back to you, multiplied 1,000-fold. You will get your fruit, surely. Maybe it will get delayed a bit. But everybody is in a kind of rush. Everybody is in a hurry to make the best of life without knowing how to make the best of life. In the process, they go for shortcuts and ultimately they cut life short most of the times. And that's why it's very important that you have to have faith in morals, faith and dharma. Indian civilization basically a dharmic civilization where you give highest importance to moral life, highest importance to dharma, living life according to right dharmic virtues and values. Today that time-tested value system is becoming weaker by the day, and naturally you see our society is also becoming weaker because of that. So you need to have faith in the power of goodness. Bhagavad Gita also Lord says, Nahi kalyana krut kaschit durgatim data gacchati, says, never a doer of good will come to grief, O Arjuna. మంచి చేసేవాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు కూడా దుఃఖానికి లోను కారు. తాత్కాలికంగా నీకు దుఃఖం వస్తుందేమో కానీ బట్ అల్టిమేట్లీ యూ విల్ విన్ ది థింగ్. ధర్మో రక్షతి, దట్ ఈస్ ఎన్ ఎటర్నల్ ట్రూత్, నాట్ దట్ అప్లికబుల్ టు వన్ టైమ్. Okay, that is an eternal truth. There are certain truths which are eternal, applicable to all times. Okay, there are certain truths which are actually applicable to that particular times. They are called, yuga dharma. But this dharmo rakshita rakshitaha is an eternal truth that is applicable to all times. It was applicable to Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, and also in future also again when the cycle repeats, it is applicable to all ages. Okay, that's what Swamiji meant when he said that you need to have faith in the power of goodness. Thank you this much for today.